Mr. Dongal, you heard what the Chief Minister said. He's talking about capital punishment. He's saying that strictest action should be taken. The police knew about it. It's not like the police was not aware of it. The police knew about it. Fourth, because the police was there when this incident happened. The police lodged an FIR 14 days later on 14th or 18th. And everybody is behaving. I mean, I can understand people outside Manipur behaving as if it happened yesterday because not many could see the video. But people inside Manipur are behaving as if, it just happened yesterday. The will take suo moto actions are being taken, all kind of platitudes are being mouthed. Do you think that the government will ensure a crackdown, or these are just empty words, nothing will change on the ground?
Thank you for the question. That is a very pertinent question that needs to be addressed. And I believe that the one person who was responsible for, the outbreak of all this crime is by the name Mr. Armstrong Moirangthem. I repeat, his name is Armstrong Moirangthem. He was the one who spread fake news. He was the one who recorded a video and spread across the media saying that before the internet was shut down, saying that Meitei women are raped in Churitanpur district. And that spread an outroar, and that is why these people, the mobs or the Meitei mob, the Valley mobs, without verifying the video or otherwise the authenticity of the claim, reacted, and that's how they went rampage, and that's how they employed rape or otherwise murder as an instrument in this conflict. Now, why is this fellow not booked? I mean, even if there was no NIA file against this boy or this man, the police could have taken suo moto action on this. Because prior to this, we have seen.
No, I completely agree with you, Dongal. I completely agree with you. He deserves strictest punishment possible for the act which he has committed.
Let me come back to your question. See, if you look at the violence that had happened since the beginning of May, we have seen a lot of FIR has been filed. And you also stated, and every one of us are aware that this is happening under the nose of the state machinery. The chief minister knows, the intelligence knows, the police themselves knows. Now, there was no action taken. Any of the FIR that was filed is buried under the carpet. I have already listed down a few of them. And you have seen how in the process, the Meira Paibis have, ordered their men to rape Kuki women. There was a video that went viral as well. Now, when 2 months has passed and no action has been taken, and when this all of a sudden, although I really understand the anguish, the pain, and the stigma that the victims must have gone through at this moment, I use the word blessing in disguise, because had this video not been circulated, there will not be any resemblance of actions taken by the central government or be it the state government. And to considering, the stepmotherly treatment that has been meted out to the Kuki-Zo community who are victims of atrocities and violence. I'm not talking about the fighting that takes place in the peripheries of the state. That is a different story altogether. Now we are talking about violence committed against women who are weak, and then, taking pride in committing crimes such as rape and murder. All of this has been happening for the past 2 months. The state has remained mute spectator. And if that is so, what give me, where do I find that a hope that the state government will start a crackdown on all these atrocities against the perpetrators? I don't think so. And secondly, we have seen also how most of the Supreme Court has always asked to report on the status of Manipur. And Advocate General of the state has done most of the report in the Supreme Court. And if you see, most of the senior advocates, are from the Meitei community. Now, one of my panelists has said you should not pinpoint on communities, but let us speak the truth. And you see how Advocate General reporting on the atrocities in the state is many a times manipulated and doesn't give the real picture of the violence and also the suffering that is suffered by both sides, particularly to those people living in the hills, the Kuki-Zo community.
Yeah.
So when these things are happening and not adequately represented even in the Supreme Court, I mean, where do we find respite? That is why I have been vouching all over again, looking at the in-depth enmity, violence, and also the fault line that has been drawn between these two communities, and the ethnic cleansing that is taking place. Why not separate the two? Let them live peacefully as neighbors. Yeah.
Okay, Ashok, you